Now we shall begin exploring our topic. History of France, from early ages to modern times. 1. Prehistoric and ancient France. France's history begins in prehistoric times with early human settlements. The region was home to Neanderthals, whose remains have been discovered in caves across France, such as those in Dordogne. Later, Homo sapiens arrived, leaving behind remarkable cave paintings, such as those in Lascaux, dating back approximately 17,000 years. These paintings, depicting animals and hunting scenes, provide insights into early human life and spiritual beliefs. The region's abundance of flint allowed early humans to develop tools that improved hunting and daily survival. By the Iron Age, France was inhabited by Celtic tribes known as the Gauls. They lived in fortified settlements, practiced agriculture, and engaged in trade with neighboring civilizations, including the Greeks and Romans. The city of Massilia was founded by Greek traders around 600 BCE and became an important trading hub. The Celts, known for their fierce warrior culture, developed intricate metalwork, and established a complex social hierarchy led by chieftains and druids. The Romans, under Julius Caesar, launched their conquest of Gaul in the 1st century BCE. After a brutal campaign, culminating in the defeat of the Gallic leader Vercingetorix at Alesia in 52 BCE, Gaul became a province of the Roman Empire. The Gauls adopted Roman customs, law, and Latin, which later evolved into Old French. Roman engineering brought roads, aqueducts, amphitheaters, and baths to cities like Lutetia. Christianity spread during this period, with missionaries converting much of the population and establishing early churches, setting the foundation for the dominant role of Christianity in French history. 2. The Frankish Kingdom and the Carolingian Empire. With the decline of Rome in the 5th century CE, various Germanic tribes invaded Gaul. The Franks, a powerful Germanic tribe, emerged victorious. Clovis I, the first king of the Franks, converted to Christianity around 496 CE, strengthening his alliance with the papacy and consolidating his rule. This conversion was a key moment in French history, as it helped establish France as the eldest daughter of the Church. Clovis also unified the Frankish tribes, laying the foundation for the Merovingian dynasty. By the 8th century, Charles Martel, a Frankish leader, halted the Muslim expansion into Europe at the Battle of Tours in 732. His grandson, Charlemagne, ascended the throne in 768 and expanded the Frankish Empire across much of Western Europe. Crowned Emperor of the Romans by Pope Leo III in 800, Charlemagne oversaw the Carolingian Renaissance, a revival of learning, culture, and administration. He established schools, standardized Latin writing, and encouraged scholarly endeavors. After his death in 814, the empire fragmented due to succession disputes. The Treaty of Verdun in 843 divided Charlemagne's empire among his grandsons, leading to the formation of distinct political entities, one of which would later evolve into modern France. The division weakened centralized power and led to the rise of feudalism, where local lords gained autonomy in their regions. 3. The Capetian dynasty and the medieval period. The Carolingian rule waned, and in 987, Hugh Capet, Count of Paris, was elected King of France, establishing the Capetian dynasty. Though initially weak, Capetian kings gradually expanded their control over France, reducing the power of feudal lords. Capetian rulers, such as Philip II, R. 1180 to 1223, strengthened the monarchy by defeating English forces and reclaiming French territories. Feudalism dominated this period, with local lords controlling lands and owing allegiance to the king. Castles were built across France as symbols of power and defense. The medieval period also saw the growth of Gothic architecture, with monumental cathedrals like Notre Dame de Paris being constructed. The Hundred Years' War between France and England defined much of the late medieval period. The war began over disputes regarding the French succession and English territorial claims in France. The conflict saw significant battles, including the Battle of Agincourt, where English longbowmen inflicted heavy losses on the French. The war took a decisive turn with the emergence of Joan of Arc, a peasant girl who claimed divine guidance. She led French forces to victory at Orléans in 1429, reinvigorating French morale. However, she was captured, tried for heresy, and burned at the stake in 1431. Her martyrdom inspired further resistance, and by 1453, France had driven the English out of most of its territory, except Calais. 4. The Renaissance and the Wars of Religion. The end of the Middle Ages ushered in the French Renaissance, a cultural movement inspired by Italian artistic and intellectual achievements. Kings like Francis I embraced Renaissance ideals, commissioning grand architectural projects such as the Château de Chambord and inviting Leonardo da Vinci to France. However, France was soon embroiled in religious conflict between Catholics and Protestants. The French Wars of Religion saw brutal massacres, including the infamous Saint Bartholomew's Day massacre in 1572, where thousands of Huguenots were killed in Paris and across France. The wars ended with Henry IV's issuance of the Edict of Nantes, granting religious tolerance and ending large-scale conflicts. His reign laid the groundwork for absolutism, later epitomized by Louis XIV. 5. The Age of Absolutism and the Sun King. Louis XIV, known as the Sun King, epitomized absolute monarchy. He declared l'état, c'est moi, and centralized power in Versailles, where he built a magnificent palace that symbolized royal authority. His reign saw territorial expansion through wars but also financial strain due to costly military campaigns. His successors, particularly Louis XVI, faced growing discontent due to economic crises, social inequality, and Enlightenment ideals advocating for democracy and human rights. Thinkers like Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu criticized the monarchy, laying the ideological foundation for revolution. 6. The French Revolution and Napoleonic era. The French Revolution began in 1789 with economic hardship, government debt, and popular unrest. The Estates General convened, leading to the storming of the Bastille on July 14, a symbol of royal oppression. The monarchy was abolished in 1792, and King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette were executed in 1793. The radical phase, led by Robespierre, saw the Reign of Terror, with thousands executed by guillotine. After his fall, the Directory took control before being overthrown by Napoleon Bonaparte in 1799. Declaring himself emperor in 1804, Napoleon modernized France but engaged in costly wars across Europe. His defeat at Waterloo in 1815 led to his exile and the restoration of the monarchy. 7. The 19th and 20th century. The 19th century saw cycles of monarchy and republic, culminating in the establishment of the Third Republic after the Franco-Prussian War. France became a major colonial power, controlling vast territories in Africa and Asia. During World War I, France suffered immense losses but emerged victorious. World War II saw German occupation, but the resistance and Allied forces liberated France in 1944. 8. Modern France and the Fifth Republic. Charles de Gaulle established the Fifth Republic in 1958, strengthening presidential power. France decolonized much of its empire, including Algeria. Today, France remains a global leader in politics, economy, and culture. Conclusion. France's history is a saga of conquest, revolution, and cultural brilliance. From prehistoric times to the modern era, it has shaped global history, remaining a beacon of democracy and innovation. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe for more contents like this.